Good morning. Today is Wednesday, June the 2nd, 3rd, something like that. Today I'm going to give an updated tour of our garden. Things have changed a little bit since my last, actually a lot. These are the lamb's ears. These plants right here, I got 3 of them. And these were used back in the days for bandages. They have a nice soft leaf in the back. Those are rosemary. I have 3 of those. And this right here is the Persian shield. It's actually got some babies since the last time that I recorded. Over here is my edible garden continued. I have some sedum over here. I forgot the full name of it, but these are lavender bushes, and this is oregano. Right here I have more sedum, and then over here is the basil. And I wanted to add a little more color, so I added the cannon plant here. I bought 2 of those. So I got 2 of those. And then again, just continuing with the basil and the sedum. And then along the back, you'll see going around, that's my coleus. And then here, we were so excited. We just noticed we started to get some peppers. So this is golden, let's see if we can see it, golden cayenne hot pepper. And you can see the peppers coming along. See some in the back there. But yeah, they're growing. And then just continue with the sedum. The sedum I put just as a ground cover. I was hoping it can trail along the edges here. That was my goal. The wood chips are from our yard. Just some branches and trees that we mulch. We have to continue. So my goal is to finish over here. I cleaned out this area a little bit, as much as I could with the equipment we had. Here's a lot of the pine needles that I pulled out. This is actually good mulch. So what I plan to do is put it through the wood chipper and just shred it up and then put it back in the beds. But yeah, I trimmed some of these trees, pulled out some old raggedy bushes that are rotted, and I still need to continue. It's a lot of work. So here is the garden. And right now the sun hasn't come out over it, but it's still early. Usually it comes out around 12 or a little after 12. And I'm going to take you inside so you can see how we're doing. So far, what I've seen is a lot of damage from the bugs. And what I'm learning is that when your plants are not healthy, they will be attacked to get rid of them. So right here we have, this is onion. These are mustard greens. This is bell pepper. And I'm going to try to show you the peppers. You can see it. There you go. You see the peppers? There's about 1, 2, 3. There's a few of them. So they're coming in. And then we have basil right here. I have about 3 pepper plants. And more basil, more onion. Over here, I put in some alyssum. And they produce white flowers. Right there. So what I tried was a companion planting, adding in flowers to deter the bugs from my vegetables. It looks like it kind of worked over here, but I have basil and onion, so those deter bugs as well. So that might be why this bed is doing so well. Also, it's more shadier on this side. And certain plants like shade. So over here is my nasturtiums, and that's what these are. They produce pretty flowers. And then I had some greens. So it's mescaline and microgreens. It looks very sparse, as you can see. Having to pull up a lot of weeds. This right here is my raspberry bush. It gets a lot of sun and looks like it may be getting too much water. So I'm just having to keep an eye on my stuff and learn as I go. This right here was collard greens and cabbage. And the collard greens, just every day when I came out, they had holes in it. So I took out all the leaves and now it's starting over. The cabbage, same thing. See all the damage? So what I may do, I might just pull up this whole thing and start all over. Not sure yet, haven't decided. Right here I have a herb. You can start by putting that water in that bed right there behind you. This is my herb container. And right here behind you, right here. So those two. This is lemon balm, thyme. I think it's rosemary and lavender. So I put that in. I used to have this by the door of my porch, but I put this in here so that the aroma, the fragrance can kind of deter bugs. Over here we have cucumber. That's what these are right here in the back. And then in front of the cucumber, I believe those are zinnias that I planted. Those are flowers. And then these are nasturtiums. And these are green beans. So I decided to go with vertical gardening, as they call it. So that's why I have all these trellises in here. Over here is more cucumber, and I believe these are green beans, but I'm not sure. I have a little chart in my I also put some okra, so I don't know if that's the okra coming up. I doubt it. Again, here's another raspberry bush. I decided to put the fruit in containers. I wasn't settled on where I wanted to plant them in the yard, so that's why I said, well, let me start them in containers until I decide where I want to put them. This right here is a bucket with some banana skins, and I am soaking it in water to get the potassium from the water and put it into my garden. It's supposed to help with getting nutrition to the plants. Over here, more green beans. That's what's going up the trellis. And then we have, I believe that is cabbage right here. And this is basil, cabbage, marigolds. Marigolds are good deterrents for bugs. Bugs like marigolds. And then we have my watermelon. So I'm trying to grow the watermelon up. Now I know that sounds crazy, but I've seen it done. I'm hoping I can pull it off. This right here is my blueberry bush. I have 2 of those. Again, I decided to put the fruit bushes in containers until I decide where I'm going to plant them. I may plant them right in the middle where that group of trees are, but I'm not sure yet. So over here we have watermelon, which is going up the trellis. We have the marigolds. And then we have green beans. Now, as you can see, the green beans have a lot of damage to the leaves. The leaves are a light green, they're not a dark green. Like over here, you see the difference? So these are more healthy than these plants. So you have some nasturtiums, the flowers are coming out. I love the flowers of nasturtiums, and they're also edible. So I haven't tried one yet, but they are edible. I also have some parsley here. I believe no, that's marigold. That's still marigold. This bed right here has my sweet potatoes, and within the last week or so, I mean, the leaves have just gotten eaten up by bugs, as you can see. So today I'm going to get some neem oil and see if that will help. But you can see, and again, the plants will get eaten up by the bugs if they are healthy, because they want to eat healthy stuff, but then they'll continue as long as and then they just destroy it. But these are tomato. This one is really doing well. Just over the past 2 weeks, when we got all that rain, this one just really started to come alive, it seems. And I bought this one about a couple of days ago. This has the smaller tomatoes. Let me see if I can get the label. This is Sun Sugar Yellow Cherry Hybrid. And I also planted some red onion, but I don't see them coming up over here. And this one is Sunrise Sauce Tomato, whatever that is. So it's probably some tomato they made up. Over here we have lavender, and no, it's Thai basil. I'm sorry. This is Thai basil. I have 2 of those, and then there's some regular basil coming in there. So this bed was just all basil. And over here we have lavender, and I planted rosemary, but I don't really see rosemary. I see a lot of weeds. Over here I tried to do strawberries, but the strawberries have yet to come up. I think this is a done deal because it's been in there a while. That's pine straw. And what did come up is the marigolds, which you see here on the edge. And that's, I believe, garlic in the middle. So I had put garlic around and marigolds. And that's the end of our tour. This is our garden. Again, this is my first time doing a garden, and a lot of it is trial and error. As you can see, I put down some wood chips. I haven't finished, and I tried to do some irrigation. I bought all the stuff for the irrigation, but now I've decided that I probably won't use it. I'll just continue to water the way I've been watering. We're about to get a lot of rain, according to my mom, next week, so that will be good. I originally wanted to put gravel in here, but you know, gravel's pretty expensive, so maybe next time I'll get to do it. But I put the cardboard down. I ran out of cardboard, so I have to get some more so I can finish up the floors in here. But the paths will actually make for good planting next year, because you have the mulch, you have the cardboard, and it'll soften the grass, kill the weeds. So that's how they do back to Eden gardening. And back over here, I created a compost pile, and it's pretty full. This is also where we chip our wood. So we have piles and piles of stuff we need to put through the chipper to shred it up, put it in the beds in the garden. But over here, is the mulch. I'm not gonna pick that thing up. But it's just scraps from the garden and scraps from the house. I put worms in there. I probably need to put some more in there. But it's hay and it's covered up, and it's supposed to create your own compost. I know I'm supposed to come out here and turn it every day, but I don't get the chance to do that as often as I should. I'm going to take you over to 2 of the containers that I planted. They are something that I came up with from watching Laura on Garden Answer. She does very great videos on gardening, so if you can, check her out. But over here, you'll see we put some wood chips. This is wood from our garden, from our yard. And then I have all different kinds of flowers in here. I don't know the names of all of them. I know the bush is the juniper, and that's the coleus back there. I did save the containers with the names, but as you can see, they're doing well. This one is really thriving. It was just a little thing, and it's gotten so big. The juniper bushes are growing slowly. They really haven't changed very much. But this is the garden tour, and thank you for watching.